So, you know, I guess everyone can hear me clearly. So let us
Yes.
say, yeah. So let us say till today we worked only on the component here. Okay, we worked on the component. Okay, and we placed this component. Okay, placed or deployed or whatever it may be. Okay, this component into the framework. This component into the framework called as LEX. LEX means Lightning Experience Framework. Okay, this is what we have done. Okay, and there is another thing also you can do. Okay, you can also put this component into an application. What is that? Into an application. So we can call it as a Lightning application. You can embed your Lightning, you can embed your components onto your Lightning application also. Okay, so let me show you first. Once we completed that, okay, I will show you how to communicate between the components. So this is a component we have been directly reuse that into the Lightning experience as a home page or a tab or a record. Okay, we used multiple ways. Okay, as a quick action. So multiple ways we have been used. Okay, now there is an option called for you Lightning app. Okay, so let's go and use this Lightning app. Okay, see this. Come here, developer console. Close the stuff. Close all tabs. Now, see, develop a Lightning component here. Just okay. So I can say that basic Lightning component. Nothing is said. Save it. This is a Lightning component which we have been created. Okay, I can define something message here. Okay, this is an Lightning component, and you can put your own divisions. Okay, take a help of your Lightning design system. Okay, so take a Lightning design system here. So whatever the design you want, you can make it. Okay, let it load. So whatever the design system you want, you can take it. No worries. So this is a structure. Copy this one. I just copied it. Okay, come here and paste it. Control A, Shift Tab. Okay, don't bother whatever the design it is having. No need to be bothered worried about this, but just remove this SVG section. Enough. Save it. Now you developed a Lightning component here. Okay, and that component has some sections and it has some buttons. Okay, unnecessary confuse. I'll do one thing. I'll remove everything. Okay, to make you better understanding, I'll do one thing. I'll go with the buttons so you'll get a more clarity. So let's open the Lightning component library. Okay, type like a button. Here you can see already the components are available. Click on that. You can see the button. Whatever the button you want, you can take it. I'll take the distract shoe button. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth one. Distract shoe button. It's a red color. Copy this. paste it. Okay, nothing is there. Forget about the on click, what it has. I don't bother. Okay, now if I want to show this lightning component as a tab, okay, as a tab, we need to use an interface called as app hostable, right? We need to use a tab as a app hostable. So that is nothing but you have to implement it. Okay, you have to implement app hostable. Okay, come here and paste it. First, I will show you, because already we have done multiple times. We have put our lightning component as a tabs, as a home pages. This component also I will show you to put into the lightning experience. So come here, click on the tabs. So click on the tabs. So these many tabs we have been created. Again, today also we are creating another tab. So this is a basic lightning component. Tab lightning, whatever it may be, I don't bother. Come this, click on next. Choose this option. So now tabs are available. So come here, click on view all. Okay, give a name like this. So what is your tab name? You given tab name as like LT tab lightning. This is a tab. See here you can see the destructive button. This is a lightning component. Nothing is there. Okay, I just used as a tab and I can see it here. Okay, nothing importance is there. Now this is what you have been done in the last sessions. Whatever the components you develop, you are directly posting onto the flexi pages. So 1 second. Yeah, I'm sorry. See, whatever the lightning component you develop, okay, you posted that into the lightning experience. You posted that into the lightning experience. So that's why it is showing the output like this as for the time being. Okay, and as I said you another, this is second thing, there is a called as lightning app. Okay, here you can see, come here, click on new, there is an option called lightning app. Okay, you can copy it, submit. So this is a lightning application. Okay, so this lightning application will be available for us, but you cannot embed this into the lightning experience. Okay, you cannot embed that into the lightning experience, but you know, so you know, we see, click on preview, you'll get a clarity. See, this is a lightning app. Okay, it is nothing showing anything on the screen because you never written anything else. So let me make it. Okay, this is an lightning app. Okay, save it. When you save this one, it is automatically refreshed and it shows the screen for you. It shows the information for you. And you know one thing, we can reuse these lightning components directly into these lightning applications. Let us see. The name of this component is basic lightning component, right? Come here and put a div, separate division, and you can embed like this. See, this is a component, basic lightning component. I just embed it. Now let me save it. See, it automatically refresh it. Okay, so it's showing. See, these are the two information coming from the that component, child component. Okay, so but if you see the difference, here destructive red color came, but here it's a normal button default color it is showing. The reason is wherever you placed your lightning component, that kind of reference will be coming into the picture. Okay, so that kind of reference will be coming into the picture. So here, when you're pasting lightning component into the lightning experience, by default slds will be applied. Slds means this one. Okay, sldss will be applied. Similarly, when you are placing the same component into the lightning application, that slds won't apply. You have to extend the functionality. So there is an option called extends. You have to use force colon slds, Salesforce Lightning Design System. That means this one. Now, when you see the output, how it look like? See, you got the point? Did you understand what I'm trying to say? So your Lightning application will not be a part of Lightning experience. So it don't have the functionality to show the options for us. Okay. Now, in this case, you can extend the property. So this is what you can extend the property. You are extending what property? Force.com property, that to SLDS related. So it will coming into the picture like this. Okay. So now whatever the components you built, let us say for example, except LDS, forget about LDS. Okay. So you prepared some this one, right? So I can show all contacts. This is an application, right? What you have been created earlier. So you can embed that one directly here. Instead of this, put comments. These are comment sections. This is the way how you put a comments. Okay. Now write like this: C colon show all contacts component. Save it. It saved successfully. See the output here, how it look like. See, get data from Apex. So it will connect it and brings the data, passing data to an Apex. It passes data to Apex and it return back, show all contacts. So it's showing the contacts. So now you have done all this stuff with the help of Lightning application, but you reused the component. Like that it will be. Let us see any other component. I can also make this one, but there is a challenge here. The system events won't fire. System events means toast, showing toast, those won't fire for us. So we will get an issue, but let it be. So let it populate. C colon contact lightning component. Save it and reload it. See, it is adding. If you want to fill the data, let fill. But the toasters, those won't works. Save. Okay, you will get an exception because the toast messages and the system events won't work in the Lightning application. So generally people avoid of using that one. Okay, but data will be created and some sentences will be happen. Okay, this is a way how you can reuse your components inside an Lightning application. So generally people use Lightning application to test your Lightning components design, how it look like. So they are going to be monitor like that. Okay, they are going to be monitor like that. Got the point what I'm trying to say? My stride point is very simple. You create a lightning component. Either you can use in the lightning experience or you can use it into the lightning app. That's it. Not more than that. Okay, fine. Now coming to the point, there are two components are there like this. Component 1 and component 2. Component 1 and component 2. Now, these two has to communicate each other. Okay. These two components has to communicate each other. Let us see how we can deal. Okay. So these two components has to communicate each other. Let us say, for example, put this lightning app as like this and close this basic apps and everything. Because I want to use this lightning component. See, let us, I'm building a lightning component. Let's say component 1. This is a component, click on submit. This is a component 1 which I created. That means this one. And now go for a component 2. This is a component 2. Okay. So we have created another component. Component 1 and component 2. And this is a lightning app. Okay. Component 1, component 2. There is no relation between these two. But I want to pass something information here. So inside a component 1, I'm expecting something information saying that this is an component 2. This is a component 2 and the BR. BR means break. Okay. Same information I will put here. This is a component 1. Okay. I will embed these two components here. C dot component 1 and C dot component 2. Two components. So you can reuse multiple times. Okay, you can reuse multiple times. See, let's see how I'll reuse it. See, I reused multiple times. Okay, you can see. Let it load. See this is a component 1, component 2, component. So that means 3 times you reused it. So that's why it is showing. Okay. Now, so now we got a clarity, we can reuse multiple times. Okay. Now two components are individually there. Okay. Component 1 and component 2. Now I want to pass something message from, or else, now I want to pass something message from component 1 to component 2. You can also write like this. Control Z, save it. Okay. Go to the component 1 and paste it. Anything is fine. Anything is fine. You can see the same result. Say component 1, component 2. So now let me pass an information from component 1 to the component 2. So how you can pass, let's say, for example, I have an attribute. And the type of that information. And I'm passing the string value, person name. Save it. Here I have a default value. Here I'm having a default value. Okay, now I want to pass this value to this component as like method to method communication, as like, you know, class to class communication. We're also doing the same thing. This is nothing but a passing attributes communication. So now I want to pass this variable here. To pass this variable here, this component 2 has to accept this variable. So to accept that variable, here you have to declare another attribute, but it's not required to provide a default value because the value is coming from there. So I just given as like a candidate name. Okay, candidate name. Here I will write something information saying like, you know, uh, you know, received info from parent. So what information you received here? V dot. Don't ask me what is V dot now, because from beginning onwards we are checking. So now when you refresh the screen, you can see nothing is there. So value, because I did not pass any value from here still. Okay. So now the now the component 2 has a receiver. Okay. Now it will receive a value. Okay. So you copy this one, come here onto the component 2. You just declare a variable like this, and you can dynamically provide a value like this, person name. Save it. See, this is a component and this is an attribute, and here component to the candidate. So from where this variable came? This variable came from the component 2, and you passed a value here. What are the value here we are having? Now let me reroll it. See, this is the way of binding is happened. Okay, this is also comes under binding. So in the part of communication, we can pass through attributes. So we are passing message through attributes. Okay, so this is the way how you pass message to the attributes. You embedded a child component, and you are injected a value here. This value is already having a Srikanti, and when you are loading this component, you are passing a value. So in the part of onload, you will have a value here. That's why you can see a value as a Srikanth. Earlier it is not there. When you refresh, you got a value. So that means this is an information received from parent. Okay, so we can call it as passing data. Okay, we are passing data. So I can mention like this. To child. Okay, this is the way how you write. Now this is a one way of communication. One way of communication is you are passing through attributes. So passing attributes, you can make a communication. There is another way of communication. Okay, there is another way of communication. That is nothing but see, it is going like this. One way. This is one way. Okay, this is one way. So, and there is another way of communication that, you know, you can also declare aura method. There is a concept called aura methods. As like attribute communications, there is an option called aura method. So with the help of aura methods also, you can pass a communication. So let us see how you can pass a communication as part of aura methods means. First, you have to go to the child component and create a method and come to the parent component, access that method, okay, and pass info. That's it, simple. Here you have to create a method, okay. Here you have to create a method. So that means I'm going to the child component, okay. I'm going to the child component. I'm going to the child component. Here I will create as like apex classes having some method to method communications, right? Similarly, the components are also having a method components, method communications. As like apex classes we are having method communications, right? Here also we are having this one, okay. So now here will have a name and action will be there. Name means you can define your method name. So I can define method name as like my method name, okay. And this is an action, so I can say it as like uh, execute function or whatever it may be. Save this one. Aura method is a new tag what you're going to be learn, and you can apply the parameters to this class also, like let's say for example if you're writing a class like this, public class test apex or something whatever it may be, and you will declare public static void do something, and you apply string value, okay, string value, right? So this is a class and this is do something whatever it may be, okay, and you are passing some parameters, right? Similarly, I'm also declare a class, I'm also declare a method, and this method will have two parameters as like this. So coming inside to the method, and you can declare parameters means are attributes, and will have a name, and they will also have a type, data type you have to mention. So as for time being, I can say this is nothing but a param1, and it will hold the type as a string param2. So as like the same dot to dot same, this is a component, these are a method, and having two param1 and param2. So this is nothing but param1, and this is nothing but a param2, right? And this is nothing but a method, okay, and this is nothing but a component 2. So this is nothing but a component 2, okay. So that is what, okay, component 1 and component 2. So now I have written something options inside a aura method, and this aura method has some action. Actually the action is nothing but this one, I have to define it. So you click on controller, you can define that method name here, okay. So you can define that method name here. Let us see, we'll see later how to access the uh, params. As for time being, okay, we are in component 2, okay. This is what, so whenever your method executes, this function executes and it will come here. I will read these two parameters later, not right now, okay. So wait for the time being. Now the work has been done in the component 2. Now go to the component 1. Now here you have to use, you know, you have to call that component. So how you can declare means, so mention again for separately. Child component. Okay. So right now we are in a parent. So first you have to declare your child component as like same and declare an aura ID. So you have to declare an aura ID. This is child CMP ID. So this is the aura ID what I given for this component. Okay. And this component will have this method, right? You have to identify this method. Are you getting the point? You have to identify this method. How you can identify this method? Because you already instantiated in the parent component. So you can refer with an ID, okay, by this component. So let us see how you can identify it. Go to the controller, okay, go to the controller. That means, you know, when this one is to be happened means, so this one is to be happened when you click on the button. So again, it depends upon the button. So I just created a function called invoke method. Okay. So just click on the controller. So this controller will be created for this component. It is trying to create. Let's wait. I just clicked on it. It is taking time. Okay. So this is a function. Come here and put this name here. So when you click on that button, this method will invoke. When this method is invoking, when this method is invoking, you have to identify this. You have to identify this component. You have to identify this one stuff. So to identify that, there is an option called component. These are the common syntaxes. Component dot, find of, give your child component ID here. So you can store it into the variable. So I'll just give it as a child reference, the child component reference. Use this child component reference. Okay. So using this child component reference, okay, here there is already an method name. You have to call this. Okay, you can pass some two parameters here. Okay, you can pass some two parameters from here. So let me pass those two parameters from the parent itself. This is param1. This is param2. I mentioned the param1 as switch technology. So two params I'm going to be pass. Okay, save it. Come to this controller. So I want to pass these two parameters here. Let's identify those two parameters, like, variable one. So how you will get that one? Component dot get off. You have to use v dot v dot param1. Similarly, this is variable 2 and this is param2. Okay, two parameters. The hard coded values what I have been given, I gathered it and I can pass it. I'm just passing those two values. I will see later how to read that one. Okay, right now at the moment, very simple thing. I just embedded a child component and given an ID on the part of clicking the button. Okay, so in this method, I'm identifying the child component related method name and I'm passing these two values. You did the same thing, object to reference dot method name, right? Similarly, we are also doing the same stuff and I'm passing these two variables. Okay. Okay, passing value by aura method, and this is the method. So now coming to the child component, we'll see later how to read these two parameters. Let us check first whether we are interacting the method or not. Come here and reload it. Okay, so we are not showing any message on the screen. Okay, but we can see it onto the consoling part by just clicking on this method. See, it's saying that we are in a component 2. We are in a component 2. From where we got this message. Come here. See, we are in a component 2. So this is what we need. Guys, just give me 1 second. Okay. So this is in a component 2. Now we already got those information. I mean, we already got those params here. So we have to read those params inside a child component. So how you are reading those components inside a child component means with the help of this event. Okay, so here you can see event dot get param. Okay, event dot get param. So you know you will get the value of the stuff what you are passing actually. Okay, so how you will get the values? So event dot get param. So that means you can store it here in one of the variable. How can I say that? Okay, instead of you can put arguments. Okay, so here you can put as params. So arguments, we can call it as an arguments. These are okay. Once you get as an arguments, you can see in a console. Or else you can provide the information here directly. So I'm going to populate these values on the UI. So v dot this parameter where we receive it, you can say it as a 1. BR means break. This is a param 2. Okay, so these things we have to be identified here and put something option here. Okay, so how you can set it here? component dot set of v dot this one comma params dot param1. First value will be assigned. For this, second value will be assigned. If you want to see in the backend stuff how it deals, you can put it like this. So we are dynamically assigning a value here onto the screen. So it will be populated here. So let me refresh it. Give me a second, guys. Just give me a second. Someone is pinging me. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, reload this. See, no information is available here so far. So, but when you click on this, see switch and parent is not came. That means might be we are getting only two informations here. Okay. So one value has been passed successfully. Let us see what happens here. So these are param2, param2, variable 2 into the component, param2 is there. Okay. Let me try one more time because second parameter is not passed. Only one parameter has been passed. Undefined. We are getting undefined. Why? This is undefined. I'm passed correctly. ఏమవుతుందంటే ఒకే పారామీటర్ వస్తుంది. Saming name conventions are same. Here it is undefined. Might be two arguments are not coming. Anyway, so you came to know, right, how you are passing. See, at least single parameter or multiple parameters. I tried to push the multiple parameters. Okay, but it accepts only. Yeah, now I got it. I don't know why. Might be it's a capitals and small letters issue. Okay, so see, I got two parameters. See, I passed two parameters information. So that is the beauty. Okay, so you can pass information. See, the two ways are there here. Okay, initially either you can go with the attribute wise communication, or you can go with an first we tried with attribute, next we tried with the communications, and there is another option. There is another option called as events. Okay, so generally people says that aura lightning framework related events. Okay, that two types of events are there. One is component event and another one is application event. Again, I will tell you tomorrow. So component event means from child to parent reverse. Right now, what we have done here? Right now, what we have done? We are passing from parent component to child component only. If I want to pass reverse from child to parent, we have to be depends upon the events, aura events. Okay. So this application for individual or in the part of hierarchy, parent to child, it will work out. Okay, parent to child, it will work out. So are you getting the point what I'm trying to say? There are events are there. There are multiple events are there where we are going to be worked. Okay, uh, in the next coming sessions, so we are going to be working on the events, like two events. One is application event and another one is component event. These are very important because right now we have done the straightforward communication. Now I have to do the reverse kind of a communication, passing reverse data. So at that time I have to depends upon the component events. Okay, again we'll touch down these events tomorrow session. Working on events is very simple. Only 4 steps will be there. Okay, only 4 steps will be there. Okay, if you follow those 4 steps, you can easily complete these events. See, once we complete these events, we will be working on the integration part. So most probably tomorrow I can complete this lightning stuff. Okay, so and 24, 25, 26 we'll work on the integrations part. Okay, these 3 sessions, 3 to 4 sessions, we'll work on the integration part. So these 3 days are the grace period for us. Okay, so this month 30th is the last day official. We are closing your batch. 30th is official date for to close the batch, and you requested for a couple of sessions, like I posted in the group, like sandbox. Okay, release managing kind of an activities, showing the Ziras. Okay, or any ticketing tools. Okay, VS Code kind of stuff. Okay, all those things, we will be cope up with you, no worries. Okay, my team is there, I'm is there. So on any one of the weekends, we'll sit together and we'll see those advanced kind of stuff. Flows also people asked me. Okay, so I remember I make a note of that actually. Okay, so in the weekends we can see that one, but officially technically we are closing your batch by the month of this end. Okay, so please be careful. So meanwhile, now you are at the end of lightning, so prepare a lightning resumes. Okay, and prepare a lightning resumes and go into the market once. Okay, so that's it what I would like to deliver today. Okay, it's very simple today. Concept is attribute wise communication and method wise communications. I just passed only from parent to child, but I never concentrated on child to parent. We'll see tomorrow from child to parent. Okay, that is the strategy what we have been placed today. Okay, so simple. You just declare a method in the inside a child component, identify that into the parent component and pass parameters. It will take care. Salesforce will take care of it. And if you part of Aura communication, declare an Aura variable, declare an attribute variable inside a child component, use that inside a parent. And you can pass that value here. Okay, as like Aura method. Okay. So this is what I would like to deliver today. Actually, I have to start events, but I wasted initially for first 10 minutes. Okay, but no worries, we can full-fledgedly complete the events tomorrow. And if you see the drive, have you opened this? See, I just given an end-to-end lightning document for you. Okay, you can follow the document and you can work on that. See here, I just given some data dictionary and lightning project. Okay, wireframe also I have been given for you, how the design must be look like. See, this is about the project I just given, abstract and technical scope and implementation. I just created a domain and here you have a login. If you want, you can see with these logins and you can identify it. Okay. And the data dictionary also included here in this project scope. And if you see the wireframe, let it open. See, this is a wireframe I given. I want a screens like this. This is a single screen. Okay, this is single screen. I don't know how you are going to be developed, but that document will be helpful for you. And I already given some logins for you. If you want to see, you can see the code. And to test your application, you can follow these steps. Okay, you can do it very simply. This is an online based application where you're going to fill up the lead data. Okay, so this is the way how I need an output from you. Okay, dot to dot same. So let's try to work on this project. Okay, already it is there in your drive. I don't know whether you checked or not. So this is a complete stuff. Okay, what we are having, and give me one more time. I will upload some other documents also. Where I put. Okay, so these are the overview of sales and service cloud. Okay, you can easily find it out. Okay, you can easily find out it, and a part of that we are also having another PPT with me. Salesforce overview. Okay, go with that. So those one will be helpful for us. And if you see, there are a lot of admin videos are there, like almost like 40 sessions. And And development sessions, you have Apex coding. All these are Apex coding related stuff is there. Okay. And backup sessions are also available there. Everything has been, these are user interfaces, these are visual force waves, and these are lightning stuff what we have going to deliver. And every day I'm posting here, and you can see the code references. So whatever the code we have been worked till yesterday, I just uploaded in this drive. So everything is there. So I request after 30th, okay, please download complete stuff here, because after 100 days your drive is going to be cleared off, because already I'm 88 GB has been reached, only 88% completed. Okay, so that I'm going to be clear my drive. So after 30th, your batch drive is going to be closed after 100 days. Okay, so before 100 days, please download it without any fail. సో 100 days తర్వాత అడిగారు నన్ను అంటే నేను ఇవ్వలేను మళ్ళీ మీ బ్యాచ్ డీటెయిల్స్. ఓకే, అండ్ ప్రాజెక్ట్ సంబంధించిన డీటెయిల్స్ కానీ, అడ్మిన్ సంబంధించిన యాక్టివిటీస్ కానీ, ఎవ్రీథింగ్ హ్యాస్ బీన్ ఇంక్లూడెడ్. Okay, so these are master data where I have been preparing for your batch. Please go on it. Okay, so that's what I would like to deliver today. And tomorrow session we are going to be working on aura lightning events for the communication part between the components. Okay, so if you have any doubts or any questions, you post me in the WhatsApp group so that others also will came to know. Okay, so that we can reply on top of it. Thank you guys.